So that is coming up. All right.
You're breaking up. I can't really hear you.
Okay, I am here. Can you guys hear me okay? All right,
Yeah,
welcome YouTube. Welcome YouTube. Welcome to our Word Languages with Culture, Word Languages and Culture with Cooking class here at the Woo Center. And so today we are on our way to Belize. And so I'm excited to share with you all about this wonderful country and all that it has to offer. And so let me share my lovely screen here. Actually, you know what? Let me, while I pull up what I would like to share, I would like our awesome, our lead chef extraordinaire today, Miss Alicia Bernadez. She is actually from Belize as well. And her family is from Belize. And so I want you to introduce yourself, Alicia, and tell us a little bit about yourself and how is it like growing up in a Belizean family? Go for it.
Okay, so hi everyone. I don't know if you guys remember me. I'm pretty sure you do, but I was in the cooking class. But basically, my family, my mom, she's from Belize, and my grandparents on my mom's side are from Belize. And growing up in the Belizean family, it's really about family. Like I really love how in the Belizean family you can like eat together, have fun together, and just really like just be a real family with Belizean food that tastes incredible. And so I'm gonna have my mom talk to you about how it was for her being from Belize. So here we go.
Okay. I have a presentation that I think she can do.
Oh, okay. Actually, let me share the screen. My mom made a little presentation.
Pull it up. Send it to your email.
Okay. Is that okay if I presentation my mom made?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Ms. Bernadez is going to share with us, and she was born in Belize, so she's going to tell us, she's going to give us all the inside scoop about Belize.
Okay, so let me go to
wait, sit down. Just a second.
Screen. Sorry if you hear my sister in the background.
No problem at all.
Okay, it's broadcasting. So
sorry for being late, guys. I had a longer meeting.
You are okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to work the thing. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay, here's my mom's presentation. Okay, I'm not sure the video is showing. Oh, here it goes.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me and my daughter, Alicia. I'm originally was born in Belize. I actually came to the United States at age 8. So I've been away from Belize for a while, but I still try to keep attached to my heritage. I love Belize. Belize is a beautiful country to visit, to travel, to live. Pretty much my whole family is from Belize. My mom and my dad were from Belize. I'm showing a picture of what the water would look like when you visit Belize. And get it for me. Okay, and I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Here, go over there. Go over there. I have my little one here that's seeking my attention right now.
No problem. Right. This is all. This is family. This is all family. So it's all right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to the next. Go to the next slide for me. Okay. Okay. So about Belize. Belize is located in Central America, and it shares its international boundaries with Mexico in the north and with Guatemala in the west and south. Mommy. Can you take her, please? Take her. Okay. Some of our popular foods that Belizeans have pretty much every day. Especially on Sundays, we have rice and beans, stewed chicken, plantain, and potato salad. Some other foods popular food that we eat is tamales. It could be chicken tamale, vegetable tamale, everything made scratch, and then granaches. That's another quick dish that we eat. We can eat it any day, but on the weekends we will have a collection of all the foods. And granaches is the most easiest dish that you could make, and that's what Alicia's gonna be helping Miss Crustel present today. And then the last item is the meat pies. Meat pie is made with different meats. It could be chicken, it could be beef. There's another great dish. And I'm gonna give a plug to one of the restaurants that's out here. It's called Little Belize. If you guys haven't tried it, please try it. It's amazing. Let's see. And then some of the desserts that I want to I didn't put it here, but some of the desserts that's good and popular for Belizeans are milk cake, coconut tarts, and jam roll. And jam roll is also going to be a dish, or I should say a dessert that Alicia is going to be presenting. So stay tuned. Do anybody have any questions? Any questions about Belize that I could answer?
What? Oh, go for it, Micah.
Are your meat pies the same as like? Because I know like Africa and Nigerian people, they have meat pies too. That my mom and I made some yesterday. So
it's actually a little different. Jamaicans have meat patties, and Belizeans have meat pies. And the difference is one is like folded into like a pie, where our patty or our meat pies is made like a cupcake. It's shaped like a cupcake. That's the difference.
Oh, you're just like a cupcake. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Any other question?
Is the filling different? Like, because I know when you make Jamaican ones, you use like onions and carrots and potatoes.
Traditionally, it is the meat pie is made primarily out of beef for Belizeans, but you know, in this modern day and age, you could custom your meat pie however you want it, whatever your likings are. If you're a vegetarian, you could do the vegetables in there, or if you consume meat, then you could have chicken, you could have beef, you could have whatever in your meat pie.
Yes.
Any other questions?
I have a question. In America, a lot of the children like pizza. What's the most popular dish that children like in Belize?
I would say granaches will be one of the popular dish because it's like a tostada. And I should have showed a picture, but it's like a tostada. It's basically a tortilla, a corn tortilla. And usually we put beans on top. Then we'll top it with some cheese and a little sauce and bean sauce. Yeah, and that's about it. So it's a quick, very quick dish to make.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually what we're making today. We're making garnaches and jam rolls.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good. Yes. Awesome. Any more questions? Any more questions? Well, Miss
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Miss Delverine, you are awesome. You know what? What would if one of the students said, you know what, I want to go to Belize, like when everything opens up and it's safe and everything like that, I want to go to Belize. What would you tell them? Like, what's the most important thing or like the best place to go to? And like what would be the one thing that they should go and experience while they're there?
Definitely the food. Definitely go look at the water and different sceneries of Belize.
Good. All right, you guys. So the water, it's gonna be clear and beautiful. Okay, and the food is gonna be off the chain. So we're gonna start our wonderful garnaches and jam rolls right now. Alicia is our chef, so she is gonna be leading us in our chopping and cutting and preparation. And so Mr. Ajit, you're gonna be spotlighting Alicia's chopping board. You can bounce between both of our chopping boards, but Alicia, we're following you. And Mr. G is going to highlight anybody else as they're chopping and preparing and cutting and sharing and all that good stuff. Okay? So are you guys ready? You ready?
Yes.
So Miss Alicia, following the steps on how to make it, are we going to start with our onions first?
They want tea? Yeah, so we're about to start with the onions.
Let's stop chopping our onions.
Make side. Yeah, I'm trying to share my cutting board with you guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
See, how do I pin the other one? The other.
Oh yeah, so
I can
pin your other. Yeah, so Mr. G, can you pin her other board right there with the chopping board? Oh. There we go. All right, so Alicia, show us how we're supposed to cut this onion. All right, you guys, so you see she's cutting it in half. So Alicia, I don't know if are you talking with us? So instruct us as you're cutting. You may have to turn your.
Oh, I was talking to myself the whole time.
Turn on, unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry about that. So what I was saying is that I'm really sensitive to onions. So what I would do, I would get the onion and have a Ziploc bag ready if I don't use the whole onion. But since we are, I'm just gonna rinse off the juices because the juices are on the onion that makes your eyes watery. So I have some water inside this pot right here, so I can kind of rinse it off, so my eyes will be super burning. And right now, I'm just taking off the skin of the onion. But it's kind of hard to see because my eyes are like watering. So then now we're gonna cut it into like little dice.
Yes. So let's cut it into small squares. So like Alicia said, a dice. And these onions are actually going to go into our tomato sauce.
Yep, we're making nachos.
Mm-hmm. With nachos, do you guys ever put like other toppings on it, or is it mainly like the same thing that you guys normally Like, you know, when something's really good, you're like, I just gonna keep it the authentic way.
Well, with nachos, sometimes people use tomato sauce or they use ketchup. So you can use either or of those.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that we would put. Put cabbage if you're vegetarian. I mean, for like the cheese, like the cheese part, if you're a vegan or vegetarian. So once you have it diced up, you just one of them. We're gonna do a whole onion.
Yeah, so let's chop up the whole onion.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to like finish the whole ganache first, or you want to like do the jam roll.
Yeah, so we're going to finish the let's see. Actually, you know what? So we're gonna chop these. And because the thing is, while the jam rolls are baking, then we'll finish like frying all the tortillas for the ganaches. So so the prep that we're doing here with cutting up the onions, we're gonna have the onions ready. We're gonna get our we're gonna start, because remember, we're gonna put these onions into the sauce on the stove with the tomato sauce, but we're also gonna put the refined beans to the refined beans are also going to get on the stove as well. So while these are on the stove, we're gonna work on our jam rolls, and then we're gonna come back to and then we'll come back to the ganaches. Mr. G, can you pin my chopping board as well with Alicia? So so yeah, so we're gonna get the sauce, and Mr. G, are you able to do that? Okay, great, awesome, there you go. So your sauce, we're gonna put the onions, our refined beans, we're gonna chop up our onions because we're gonna put it with the sauce. So start getting your pots ready for the stove. So this is what we call like well, we're being multifunctional. I was gonna say multitasking, but we're not necessarily doing more than one thing at one time. We're chopping. This is one thing at one time. We're not like chopping and like talking on the phone at the same time, you know. That's not even safe. So yeah, we're chopping these up. So we're chopping up all the things we need to chop, and then we're going to add this into our sauce into the pot with the sauce so it can start warming up on the stove. Okay, we got anybody else, any other chopping skills happening over there? How's it coming? It's coming okay? And Zaya, I see you there. I see, oh my goodness. Heather, I see you there too. Hey, well, good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome.
Everything's going good.
Awesome. Are you cooking with Abigail? Are you cooking with any of your family?
The more Zaya's here, Dylan's here, and Logan.
Oh, so everybody's cooking together?
Yeah.
Wow, come on, we got the whole family. That's wonderful.
And then
Awesome.
are we still cutting?
Yes, so let's see. Is everybody okay? I see Miss our chef. She's like, okay, let's get ready for the pot.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so fast.
No, you're doing good. So just guide us along, Miss Alicia. Look, I'm calling you Miss Alicia. So guide us along. So you guys, you see Miss Alicia has her pot ready with the onions. So I think we're gonna saute our onions and we're gonna add in the sauce, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
add in the onions with the sauce.
I have a
Stuff like that,
question.
the sauce.
I have a question.
And oh yes, what's your question?
We don't have onions, but we do have like onion salt. So how much should we add for that?
You said how much do you add to? Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question? What was your question?
Oh, we add water to the tomato sauce also.
Yes, you add a little bit of water to it.
All right.
You guys also too look at your sauce. If your tomato sauce is very saucy, like if it has a good amount of liquid to it, you can kind of look at that consistency to determine how much water you need to add.
Yeah, because the tomato sauce it should be like a loose consistency because it's gonna boil out a lot of the water.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have like a thick consistency. I mean, not thick, but like semi-loose, like this. You see, that's the consistency it should be. So just tell me when you guys are done. I don't want to go too fast for you guys.
All right. So Miss Alicia, as they've put their tomato sauce, also get another pot, and we can put the refined beans as well.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So how many of you guys have used the can opener? You guys know how to use your can openers?
I'm actually gonna use a pan because I can't find another pot. But this is
What'd you say?
I have
Yeah,
to use a
I do
pan.
know how to use it. Sorry,
Go-
I was gonna say, excuse me. I was gonna say I do know how to use a can opener.
I do too. And there's so many different can openers.
You said to add salt to our sauce.
You know what? You're gonna add salt to taste. So when you taste your sauce, if it needs some, go for it. But if it doesn't, you don't have to.
Yeah, because usually the tomato sauce is already like pretty like salty because it's in a can, so you don't want to over salt it. And we're also gonna add the beans too and the cheese, so that's gonna also add salt. Oh, also Miss Christelle, I don't know if this is like breaking the rules, but I was gonna say maybe if you use a little bit of the onions to add to the beans.
Oh, that's a great idea. So from our tomatoes.
Yeah, just a little bit, because I forgot to tell you. That's what my mom usually does. She usually put the onions with the beans.
Awesome. Okay, so let's do that, you guys. So like I know I put some of mine here in my pot, but I'm actually gonna put it back in a bowl. And just like Miss Alicia is saying, let's put a little bit of our onions in here. And let's get our fire going. So this is gonna saute up, and then we're gonna add our beans in there.
So I would say just add like a chef's food amount of the onions. And if you want, you can season it a little bit. Like you can season with some black pepper. Not too much, but you can season it with some garlic. Okay, cool. And then once you're done with the beans, you can add a little bit of oil to it. Are you guys all on this the same? Are you guys all on the beans? Are you guys done chopping and everything? Are you guys ready for the beans?
You have to give me a minute. My beans, I have to put them in the microwave first.
Okay.
Are they? Are you taking them from the can?
No, these are called Isidore beans. They're in like a pack.
So they're what?
They're in a pack.
But are they refined beans or are they whole beans?
Yes, ma'am. They're refried.
Because remember, your pan or your pot is gonna warm it up, so you don't have to put it in the microwave.
Okay.
Were they frozen? Is that why you're putting them in there?
No, it was in the pouch, and it said to put it in the microwave. So I was just trying to follow instructions. No, you can do it.
So it's asking you to put it in there. That's if you were doing like quick. It's probably like a quick meal where you could put it in the microwave, but because we're using it on the stove, it's gonna make it hotter. It's gonna have it stay hotter longer. Okay. So yes. Let's put it in the pot on the stove. And you can use a small pot, like a small pan like Miss Alicia there, or a small pan or a small pot.
Yeah, it's like a little pan.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is it okay if I use 2 pouches? Or do I just use one?
Because we're making it enough for your just make it enough for your family members, and make sure you have enough tortillas to go with it.
Okay.
And then once you like season it, like I put like a little bit of black pepper and garlic powder. After you season it, just put a little bit of oil. If you have any, you don't have to, but this is optional. You put a little oil and then like stir it together. Then just tell me when you guys are ready for the next step.
Do we add onions to our beans too? Do you add onions to our beans?
Oh, what was the question?
Do you add onions to your beans?
Yeah, I just got some of the onions and the tomato sauce to add to the beans just to give it extra texture and flavor.
So I can add the onions too? I mean to the beans too?
You can just take it from your like a little bit from your salsa.
But I can't hear you very well.
Huh?
Alright, what were you saying? Can you turn your volume? So hungry.
So Micah, you can add some of your tomato onion mixture into the pan with your beans. So put a little bit in your pan and then add the beans on top of that.
Okay.
So you're adding just a little bit of it, and then you're mixing in your beans, and you can add Alicia said add a little bit of olive oil just to give it some extra ooh. You know, sometimes there's no words. You just gotta say, oh, yeah. Huh.
What do we add the olive oil to?
The beans.
All right.
Yeah, just add a little bit. You have to add a lot.
And Alicia also put she said she put some of the black pepper in there. So put some black pepper in your
Yeah. Yeah, I added a little bit of black pepper and garlic powder as well, but you don't have to. It's optional.
And you guys make sure you're tasting it, taste it, and make sure the flavors are good in the beans and good also in your tomato sauce. Yeah, so just give it a taste. And for your tomato sauce, make sure it's on a simmer. So you should turn, if you start off with your fire a little higher, turn it down to a medium so it should be simmering. And you'll start seeing bubbling up. So that's you're letting that onion flavor get in really good with the tomatoes.
This place is dirty because I'm cooking chicken honest and see I'm cooking. No, I just did a lot of water. Yeah, I put that there because I had a bowl. I just washed.
Is anyone stuck on it? If so, this extra help.
All
I want
right.
to make sure everybody is get understanding.
Are you guys coming along? Your beans are simmering and your sauces are simmering, your tomato sauce?
It's all going really good for us.
Say one more time.
It's all going really good for us.
Awesome. Thank you for responding. Wonderful, wonderful. Great. So Miss Alicia,
Yes.
our our beans and our tomato sauce, I know they're simmering, but I know they won't simmer for too long.
Right.
So we're gonna let it probably simmer for like another, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're gonna turn our fire off, and you're just gonna put the lid on your pan or put the lid on your pot, okay? And
Okay.
so while that's simmering, we can start on our Miss Alicia, let's start on the jam rolls so we can put these in the oven, and then while the jam rolls are baking, then we'll start frying up our tortillas.
Okay, perfect. Oh, also just make sure you guys have your food on low so it won't get too cold.
Yes.
So I hope everybody got this type of bread of crust. This is the already made one. And let's see. And right now it's like all soft. Like this. Like you should be able to take like this.
And Alicia, if they have, because I have this one here with the I have this one here that you can roll out. So if you have pie crust like Alicia does in the pan, that's perfect. Or if you have this one, it's gonna be great as well. What did you guys get? Did you guys get this one, or did you guys get the one in the pan like Miss Alicia?
We got the rollout one, like yours.
Okay, awesome. So open it up.
They're both like doughy, right?
Did you say, Alicia?
Oh no, I was just saying that because they're both doughy, right?
You said they're both deli?
Doughy, yeah, like they're like dough.
Yes, doughy, yes. So
Okay.
both. And I like how you took it out of the pan. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna look at the thickness of your dough. If your dough is thick, you want to roll it out a little bit. If it's about this thickness here, like I'm just gonna add based on my dish. So I have square dish here. So I want it to fit in here. So I'm just gonna stretch it out just a touch. Like when I put it in here, I noticed that it kind of is hitting the corners. And so I'm just gonna shape it so that it can fit into my pan, okay? Or you can roll it just a little bit because we don't want it to be too thin, but we don't want it to be too thick either. So probably about like a quarter of an inch thick.
Also, I hope everybody got jam. Since the jam it has an actual fruit in it. Like, let me show you. See, I got the Smucker's strawberry jam. So
Me too.
okay, perfect. So you got the same one.
So if you got I'm assuming so traditionally Belizeans use strawberry jam. I asked Alicia and her mom, and they said yes. But of course, if you have any other kind of jam, then that is totally fine too. And you can make that flavor of the jam roll whatever you want it to be. So you guys, let's line your dish with your pastry here. And this one has, and remember, you're gonna use one for the bottom and one for the top, okay? So like Alicia, even your, let me see, your.
Do we have to put anything on the pan?
No, because actually the pan here is your dough has, it already has a lot of the, it has butter and everything already in it. So it's gonna be just so let me trim off this edge here. Make sure you're using a baking sheet. If you have a pan, depending on your pan, you may want to use, you can line it with foil paper, just like Alicia did there. You can line it with foil paper if you like, just depending on what kind of baking dish you have or baking sheet that you have.
Do we like line it up fully to the pan?
Oh, maybe we should preheat the oven now.
Yes, that's a great idea, Alicia. Yes, so turn on your oven. So by the time we finish this, preparing this, the oven will be nice and hot.
Yeah, so we just preheat the oven to 350.
Yes.
Okay, you guys ready to put the jam in? Are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready?
No.
No? Okay, no problem.
My thing formed into a ball, so now I have to make my dough round again.
Okay.
Which I don't even know how to do, so I'm just gonna act like I'm playing with Play-Doh.
You know what? And that's all it is. It's just like playing with Play-Doh. Yeah. You know, that's why it's called dough. Only it's not Play-Doh, it's dough that you're eating, but still dough.
Why are you baking?
Make sure it's rising.
right, are we ready to put in jam, you guys?
One second.
Okay.
Does it matter what shape it is?
No, it doesn't matter. Because okay, so now this is the thing, and Alicia, I'm sure your family will say this too. Jam rolls authentically from Belize are normally it's almost like it's called a roll because you do kind of roll it together where you put the jam inside and you kind of fold it over, you fold the dough over like this, right?
Yes.
Right, so it's normally like that, right? But
Yeah.
we saw some alternatives that showed where you can lay it flat and actually and then just so almost kind of like a tart,
Pop-Tart?
like a tart or like a Pop-Tart, yeah. Yep, just like that. So this is a different way.
So
So
you
go ahead, Alicia.
Oh no, yeah, I was just saying you can do either or. You can, it is easier the way you're suggesting.
This way is for sure easier because you'll get more out of you won't have to do individual ones. You can do one big tray and then just cut it. All right, and remember you guys, we're doing one for the bottom and one for the top. So have your other pie crust ready for us to do the top. So let's go ahead. So Alicia, let's go ahead and add the jam.
Okay. So we're gonna do it that way, just to sandwich it. Miss yourself?
What was that?
I said so we're gonna sandwich it?
So if we're gonna sandwich it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Let me put the one
Are you sandwiching it?
Okay, guys, ready to add the jam?
Can I get some shake heads? Yes. Some thumbs up? Yes, I see some shaking heads.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay.
What did you say?
Are you guys ready to add the jam?
Yeah.
Okay. So just open your jam up. And then you can just place it on top and then start spreading it around. It's kind of like making a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
At least the first part.
Yeah. Like if this is like the sauce.
Right?
And about how thick are we doing it, Alicia?
Huh?
About how thick are we making the sauce?
Let's see. I think you can can you see mine? You can make it, let's see, probably 2 good generous spoons.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'll show you. You want to be able to see it when you cut it open. You should see like a nice thick layer of jam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you want to taste just like how, I guess almost kind of like how you eat PBJ. Not too much, but you don't want it to be just like a smear. You want it to be
Yeah, like this much. Let me give you this better angle. You see?
Yeah, that looks great, Alicia.
So that's just how you want to do it. You want it's too little or too much, just right.
Can we turn our tomatoes and beans off?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's go check on your tomatoes and beans.
What'd you say? Oh, to check on them?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Please check on your beans. And you can turn, it's, I think it's okay for you to turn your stove off under it. But just keep your cover, put a cover on it so the heat can stay in it. It'll be, when we get to it, it'll still be warm. So just make sure you put the cover on, the lid on your pot. All right. Okay, so Alicia, I think we can put our second layer on top.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's ready. Everybody's on board for the second layer.
Joe and I do not mix.
That's great.
Say what and you don't mix?
Oh, I think he said he did need help. That's what he said.
Dough.
Oh.
Well, you know what, Micah, you have to say, Doe, I want you to do what I want you to do. You have to say, Doe.
Oh, I want you to do what I want you to do.
Okay. And
Usually I work great with dough, but today it's just not my day.
Well, some days are like that, but still we want to make sure, because the dough is not the master here. You're the master. You're the king chef.
So what do we do now? Do we
You're
put
putting this
the
second
other
layer.
piece of dough on top of it, or what are we to do with it?
Yeah.
we put the dough on top of the jam so it can sandwich it.
Okay. So we're just making a jam sandwich, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Got it.
You're gonna put another layer on there?
What was the question?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you answer your question. Yeah, you're putting another layer on top.
No. Can I do the same another jam? Like you put your you put your dough,
The crust, and then the jam, and then the crust, and then another part of jam.
What? You guys trying to do a triple decker? Alicia, can they do a triple decker?
Good if we had extra.
I mean, if they want to.
Go for it, you guys. What?
Also, with Belizean jam rolls, usually we like, okay, hold on, let me show you. Usually, like, you know how when you make peanut butter cookies, you put like little fork imprints. Well, that's what we usually do. Usually it's a square, the pie, but it's fine. So we just we like make little imprints to kind of like seal in the jam with the crust, so like ooze out while it's cooking. This is just to seal it. There you go. You see?
Great.
Am I going too fast?
All right. I'm done. Do you want us to make like air pockets?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But
all
before
right,
you
like
do
making
that,
a pie.
Show us how we're gonna make the pockets.
Oh, you just poke it like this.
You want the oven on?
What
No?
do we preheat the?
What was the question? There's a lot of people.
What do you preheat the oven to?
350.
Yeah, I always get it right.
Good. I'm glad everybody's doing
Everything.
well with this. Yeah, typically with the jumbo it's square, but since we do like a pie, let's try the circle. It's gonna taste the same.
I think the fork prints are pretty.
Right? Yeah, I agree. You see? Can you guys smell your onions and your beans? Smells so good.
Good. Smelling good and tasting good. Smelling good's gonna taste. You guys, if your food does not smell good,
It does not taste good.
well, that doesn't necessarily mean that, but when it smells good, that's a good indication that it's doing some good things. Right? So
I've had it smell good but taste nasty.
What'd you say?
I've had pies smell good and taste nasty.
Right. So that's why I said that, the statement is not always true. But I've gone into restaurants and I don't smell anything. I'm like, is this your food should smell. It should smell it. It should smell all the way from down the street, maybe, So, all right. So you guys, Alicia, are we putting in so is everyone's roll together? Because we're gonna put it in the oven and we're gonna put it in for about 15 minutes or so. Because remember, our jam roll is not very thick, so it's gonna cook pretty fast. But we're gonna keep an eye on it because we don't want it's gonna get nice and brown. So we're looking for brown color. We're looking for cooked dough. So those are some indicators that let you know that's about ready. Okay. So are we ready to put it in the oven?
I already put mine in.
Wonderful. All right.
But we're not supposed to put it in early.
If it's together, you can put it in right now. So go for it. I'm gonna put mine in.
I put mine in like 6 to 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
Well, maybe you keep it the timer or just keep looking at it.
Right.
Clean up a bit. I'm not trying to have no dishes when I get done.
Yeah, I try to clean up all my dishes before I'm done, so I can just eat my food and not have to worry about it.
All right. Okay. I see Alicia. She brought out her tortillas.
Yep. If you like tostados, then you'll like the nachos.
Okay, good. What are we gonna do with these tortillas, Alicia?
So right now we are gonna grab a pan, but I'm not sure if everybody's ready. But I'll just tell you the steps. We're gonna grab a pan. Put just enough so we'll be able to fry the tortillas. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna fry the tortillas right now. I prefer using oil that has a high heat point, and one that has a high heat point is avocado oil. I haven't heard nothing too negative about this oil. So I'm just gonna add some of this oil to the pan. It doesn't have to be a deep fry. It can be kind of shallow, honestly.
So
okay.
We're gonna heat up our oil. How will we know when our oil is ready to fry?
So, yeah, I'm about to go put my oil on the stove right now. And I found this one trick. I'm not sure how safe it is, but basically, if you grab like a meat skewer, I mean a kebab stick. If you grab one of those, you can your oil. If it starts bubbling around, that tells you that the oil's ready.
That is a very good indicator. So if you have, like Alicia said, a kebab stick, or if you have a wooden, well, I wouldn't necessarily advise you putting your wooden spoon into the pot, but you could. And so it's just something, just an indicator, or you can even put, let's just like a little edge of your tortilla. You know, like right now I took my tortilla out and this one has a little slit right here. So maybe I'll put this little piece in there just to see how it fries, and that lets me know if it's ready or not.
Yeah, those are all good, great indications to see if your oil is nice and ready to fry. And you know, there's also healthier alternatives to frying tortillas. You can also, this one's kind of risky. You can put it in the boiler, but if you do, you have to always pay attention to it because the boiler can burn really fast. Or you can put it in the air fryer. That's another way you can crisp up the tortillas. So you have to use too much oil. But we're gonna do the frying one for now. So let me take my camera. Let's see.
How do we know like when the tortillas are done?
Well, before you put the tortillas in the oil, make sure um
You you're cutting out a little bit. Can you repeat that?
I said make sure before you tortillas in the oil, make sure the oil's ready to be fried. Like the oil's heated up. And once you make sure the oil's heated up, then you put the tortillas in, and the way to figure out if the tortillas are ready is if it turns brown. So you can just flip it over with some and then you can find out if it's ready. I'm gonna use these silicone. These go up to 600 Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna use these because I have a non-scratch. What's it called?
Alicia, were we supposed to pour the 2 cups of oil in the pan?
Oh, you're using oil?
Oh.
So yes, no, you're not gonna pour all the oil at once. Like Alicia said, we're gonna shallow fry it. So as you go, then you'll add some more oil as you go.
Okay, thank you.
But for me, I just feel like a shallow amount because it depends on how much you're making. But yeah, just add more as you go, so you won't have too much oil. And make sure when you're cooking, let me show you guys something real quick. Make sure when you're cooking, this right here is always facing the what's it called? The wall, so you won't actually bump into it and you splash the oil on yourself. So make sure the handle is always right here, so you won't bump into it, like it's towards the wall. Because oil is really hot and dangerous.
Yeah, Alicia, I liked how you said oil is very dangerous, and even with the handle, because I've heard of many stories of people that have gotten burned by hot oil, and it's not a pretty sight at all. So we want you to be very careful. Your parents should be helping you with this, or your parent or guardian should be helping you here with this. So we always want to be very careful with the oil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test a little bit of mine. Okay. Ooh, I just dropped my little piece there and it's frying away. Mr. G, can you spotlight my pan here? All right. So that lets me know my oil is hot enough. And you guys can use tongs, or you can use your turner to turn your tortillas. And you can grab a paper towel on your plate. So as you take it off, it's gonna absorb any excess oil.
So is it supposed to be like toasty and crispy when it comes out, or?
Yeah.
So right now I'm about to check to see if my oil is ready. But my oil, it looks like it's starting to bubble, so I think it's ready to be used.
Awesome.
And guys, make sure when you're using.
Go ahead, Alicia.
Oh no, I was just saying, make sure when you guys are using oil that you don't like make sure your hands are completely dry, and you don't drop any like liquids in here because that can cause a lot of bubbling, and that can be dangerous too.
Now, you guys, I'll admit something. Before, normally I would always eat like flour tortillas, and I wasn't always a big fan of corn tortillas. But I remember one day I fried up the corn tortillas like this in the pan, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I have been missing out." So the corn tortillas are awesome. So you want it to get nice and brown.
Nice and brown, not even brown yet. How long till our jam rolls are ready?
They are
I said, how long until they're ready?
until you're. They should be brown and the dough should be cooked.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be crispy. Well, at least it should have like what Crystal said. It should have like a golden look to it.
When you frying a tortilla, when you touch the tortilla, should it be like stiff and crunchy? And when you break
Yeah,
it, so when you break it, it's supposed to come off like.
it's really like a tortilla chip. It's supposed to be like a tortilla chip.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. That's that. I understand the consistency now.
Also, the way your tortilla look, that's how the jam roll. That's how dark the jam roll should be. That's how you know the jam roll is ready.
Don't do that because don't drip it. It goes onto, and if you catch fire.
And make sure you guys make sure your beans and your sauce they should be off.
Yeah.
Just a reminder. Make sure your
How many
pots for your
shells
other.
Water. Sometimes.
What'd you say?
So you use that.
How many shells are we doing?
No.
So enough for your whole family, because each person may eat like meh. You may eat 2 or 3. So count how many and then multiply it by 2 or 3. How many are in your family, D2? How many people are gonna have dinner with you today?
Oh my god.
Five?
I love
5 or 6? Let's say 5. Should we say?
5.
Okay, so then you said 7?
I guess 7.
Okay, so there you go. So then D2, if you got 7 people, and if each person's like, oh my gosh, this is so good, I'm gonna have a third one. How many will you need to make?
We got to do
Well, I don't
20.
think you do that many things. Yeah. 20. We gotta make about 20 because it's for 7 people, right?
So how are we gonna figure that out? Let's do some multiplication.
Ooh.
Well, how much is it, Micah?
I didn't hear the question. What's the question first? I'm ready. What's the question?
Okay, so this question is for everybody, okay?
Okay.
So the question is, D2 has 7 people in his family, right?
All right.
Each person is gonna eat 3
No, 6.
garnaches.
Okay.
Oh, 7. Yeah, 7.
So there's 7 people. Each person's gonna eat 3 garnaches. How many tortillas does
21.
he need to? 21. That's right.
7 times 3 is 21. Hey, that's standard multiplication.
Come on, you got it. Did everybody else get 21 too?
Huh?
Yep.
3 people, right? 6. 3 times 3
I
is.
don't know about you guys, but look, I took a bite out of this one.
I was thinking 3 plus 3, that's 6, but it's not.
Like a map. So good. All right, make sure you're tasting your food as you go, you guys.
My tortillas are taking so long.
You're doing them on both sides, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Make sure look at your heat. Your heat should probably be like medium heat. And I'll probably say about, because you're looking for the brown, the light, like a light brown consistency, a light brown color. So maybe about like 2 minutes on each
Just
side. Go ahead, Alicia. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. My thing muted. So sorry. For my heat, I have it on 4 now. That's between 4 and 5 to make this tortilla.
Okay, cool. Oh, you mean like the notches on your stove? Like for the heat level?
The fourth. Yes.
Got you.
Just how I keep out. And I was also saying that like the way your tortilla looks like this is how the jam roll should look. So it should be like that, nice brown crispy.
The camera's not on. Look, my thing is right here. The camera's on.
Oh, another tip, you guys. When you put something into your pan with oil, you slide it in this way. Like slide it in where it goes in this way. Let's see. Goes in this way versus putting it where it goes in that way. Because remember, if you go this way, then when it drops, the oil's gonna splat on you this way, but you want to slide it in that way, okay? Just some tips. Always away from you. Cut away from you. You slide anything into oil away from you.
So how does everyone's beans look? Is it like let me show you. Is it creamy? Like this?
Mr. G, can we see her beans?
Yeah. I'm just asking, how does everybody's beans look?
Oh,
Does it look
sorry.
creamy?
Whose beans? Whose beans, Ms. Christelle?
Alicia's beans.
Oh yeah. Alicia, turn your video on.
It is on.
Oh wait. Yeah, Alicia.
You guys see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I was just asking, is everybody beans consistency like this?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
If anybody else wants to show their beans, they can. All right, make sure to check on your jam rolls as well. So like I just looked at mine and I'm starting to smell them a little bit. So it's coming. And I looked at the top and it's still getting brown on the top. Okay, how are you guys' tortillas? How are they coming out? Okay, you should have a little stack here coming up. Yeah.
What do we do once we're done with all the shells?
Miss Crystal, how many are you making?
Let me see. I'm gonna make just this one more, and that's it. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I may do one more just to make it even. So it's 8. How many are you making? How many are you making?
I might do the same as you, 8.
Okay.
I have 6 so far, so.
Make sure you check on your pie thingy, Jim.
So Kennedy, what was your question? I heard you.
What do we do once we're done with the shells?
Okay, great. So now, to assemble it, you're gonna take your tortilla shell and you're gonna smear some of the refined beans, and then you're gonna put a dollop of your tomato sauce on top of that. And then you're gonna sprinkle your Parmesan cheese on top of that. Okay.
Do you want me to show her?
Yes, please show her, Alicia.
Okay. Let me get my beans out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was on mute. Okay, do you mind spotlighting this one instead so I can show everybody how to layer it? That's already done.
Mr. G, can you go to his? All right, Alicia,
Okay.
got you.
Okay. Let me get my tomato sauce.
All right, go for it, Alicia.
Okay. So, my tablet is up. Wait, can you see me? Okay. Okay, so right now, to make the ganaches, all you have to do is grab some beans.
Oops. Unmute yourself, Alicia. Oh, Alicia, unmute yourself, please.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was muted. I'm sorry. So we're gonna spread the beans on top like I did right here. We're gonna spread it all across. And then after that, we're gonna grab our sauce that we made. So my sauce is still warm. So I put it inside of the measuring cup. So I'm just gonna spread some on top. Like so. And then afterwards, you open up your Parmesan cheese. And then you start sprinkling. Oh my gosh, I just watched everything. Okay, well, I messed up this one. But you basically sprinkle your Parmesan cheese on everything. And I'm putting Parmesan everywhere. Okay. So you basically sprinkle your Parmesan cheese on it. And that's how you make it, even though I messed it up. Do you guys see how I did it? You want me to show you again? Do you guys understand how to do it?
Yes. Do another one, Alicia, though.
Another one? Okay. So you grab your tortilla, and then you grab some delicious refried beans. You spread it on top of the tortilla. And then after that, you get your salsa that we made. You just pour some of that on top. Spread it around like so. And then afterwards, I'm gonna try not to drop this one this time. You sprinkle the parmesan on top. There you go. And that's the complete nachos. You see? Do you see it? It's kind of
Yes.
little pizza.
So that looks good. Even look at Miss Wendy's. Michaela's there. That looks good. Looks good, Alicia.
Okay, great.
Using cabbage since we don't do Parmesan cheese.
Yes. That looks good too. So you guys feel free to use cabbage as well. So.
So right now I'm just gonna finish doing the rest of the nachos. So if you guys still need more help, just tell me.
And show us your final product as well.
Of course. Okay.
Okay, we cut the dessert.
What'd you say, Disto?
I said, do we cut the dessert?
Is it all done?
Yeah.
Ooh, can we see your dessert?
It's a little crispy on the dough.
A little wet on the dough?
Oh, this is burnt on the jelly because jelly squeezed out.
So the jelly is supposed to squeeze out. So that's good. If your jelly was oozing out, that means it was doing some good stuff.
Can we show you guys ours?
Sure.
I don't know what you can see.
Hold on, we're gonna. Then that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Zion, can you show us your thing one more time? Show us your.
Do you see it, Miss Christelle?
Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm saying pie. It's not pie. Wow, your jam rolls. Yes. Look at how it oozed out there on the side. Yum. Come through. Oh, I see your. Oh, come on, garnaches right there. I like that plate. It's like summertime.
What are we supposed to do? I get kicked out the meeting.
Oh, you're putting together your nachos?
I didn't even get a chance to put that together. So are we supposed to like put the beans and the sauce and the cheese on?
Right. So you're gonna so look, I'm gonna do it right now. So you're gonna put your beans, get out, put in a thick layer. Can you spotlight my page? I see that face, D2. The other one, Mr. G. The other one, Mr. G.
Oh, sorry?
The other one, the other view.
Oh, sorry.
So you're gonna put the beans. Oh, let me see. And Alicia, I saw Alicia put it all the way to the edge. So put your beans all the way over to the edge of your ganaches.
You're like a little pizza.
Yeah. And then put the sauce around. Sprinkle it with your So like how you put it all the way to the edge. Because at first I wasn't putting it all the way to the edge, but I saw you instructed us.
Where's the milk?
Okay, guys, let's check on your jam rolls. Some of your jam rolls should be coming out right now. We already saw D2s. All right, what do the ganaches taste like, you guys?
I would say they taste like bean and cheese.
Mm-hmm. And then you get the crispy on the bottom.
Also, I put taco sauce on mine. It's really good.
Sounds good. You put chocolate taco sauce on it. That's good.
Yeah, I hear some people. I hear some people put hot sauce in it. I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear some people they put hot sauce in it. So if you guys want to try that, I don't do that though.
Oh yeah. Good.
Oh, you already, Miss Crystal?
I took a bite.
Huh?
I took a bite. I took a bite of it.
Yeah.
Did you take a bite of yours?
No, I'm not done playing it yet. I'm on a one.
Oh, that's good, you guys. Welcome to Belize.
You like?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the onions in there too.
Right, the onions and the beans.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
And the crispy shell, really good.
Also, I'm not sure about anybody else, but my jam rolls are done. So you guys should go check yours.
Trend of people driving cars through protests in those streets. The protesters getting injured as a result. And then literally adding insults to injury. Politics states started protecting the drivers who use their cars as weapons. All the stations in Florida on the bill grabbing drunk drivers and they have felony. Guess what? Got one of the first trials of this law yesterday around the sentencing. Now they're going to get tough. They have no powers.
My mom, she cannot wait to eat the granachas. She said that it tastes really good.
Ooh, Alicia, I love how you stack them up. Pretty.
Yeah.
That's you know, that's just, it looks just like the picture.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they're not going to enforce this new law against those who took to the streets, launching traffic to protest the people.
Hey. So does everybody know what the granachas?
How are you guys coming? How like Alicia asked you guys, how are you guys coming? Are you finished making them or are you eating them as you're making them?
We're finished eating them. Yes.
We're finished eating them. Like we have demolished them. They're gone.
Oh wow. That's great.
Past tense. Now we are eating them. So we have finished eating them.
Okay. So let me see the final outcome. I took a picture of it. These are the ganaches. Let me show you the jam roll. So this is the jam roll right here. It's nice and crispy. There's a nice crunch to it.
And you see this is bubbled out on the side, right?
Yes, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, D2, just like yours, it's gonna bubble out on the side. So Alicia, are we gonna let it cool down for a little bit and then cut it, or?
Yeah, we can like either way, or we can eat some of the ganaches.
Ganaches, as our jam roll cools down just for a little bit.
We can taste it.
It will be burned by the hot jam.
That's for you. Okay.
You don't want to get. You don't want. You know, it's just like when you're eating a popsicle, you get a brain freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want jam. You don't want that jam to get you. God, stick to your.
I never got a brain freeze.
Huh?
I never had a brain freeze before.
What?
And I can buy ice cream and stuff like that.
Whoa. Well. You know. Just party. You guys, this would be such a good, like, if you're having friends, or even, well, you know, I know with COVID and everything, we're not maybe seeing, we're maybe not seeing as many friends, but if you're having like an appetizer dish and you want to do with your friends and family, this could be something really cool. And then you just, you know, it's something really quick everybody can grab and like that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and you can make it look fancy, like Alicia, like mine. You guys is.
Wow, that's so many good dishes.
Do them like yours. I laid them out, Alicia. Presentation. Let me bring out my jam roll.
Hello.
How's the rest of you guys' jam rolls coming out? I saw D2. I saw Alicia's. Let me see your jam rolls, you guys. Let's see. Maybe in Belize, they'll say, let me see a jam roll. Some space. Pots. Hot.
I can't really hear anybody. It's like everybody's breaking up.
Right. You see how it's bubbling on the sides? So D2 mine oozed out on the sides too.
Yeah.
Kind of moving around in there as well. It's like because it's so hot.
As we have 90% of all households with kids in the country, not just states, the hungry program, essentially include a small universal basic income.
Oh goodness.
It's been a long time coming. A lot of folks also got a letter
I'm getting stuff right now. What? I'm getting it right now.
And if they got some sour cream, bring that too.
You don't have any more.
Just look.
How the rest of you guys is coming? Ooh, Alicia, I see those gem rolls. Those ganaches are gone off your plate.
They are. Everybody got some. They taste really good though.
They are great.
How everybody like? How's everyone liking it?
They're good. They are great.
Oh wait, hold on. My battery is low on my tablet. I'm gonna change to my phone because I don't want to die. Okay.
I gotta go.
Sarah, this kind of like all these complicated equations where it's, well, if you make this, you get this,
This is great.
so far as that $3,000.
Feel the goodness off of this jam. Cooling. Did you guys cut your jam rolls already?
You guys ready to cut the jam roll? Are you guys ready to cut the jam roll?
We already cut ours.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You cut it?
We already cut ours.
Want to show us?
And everybody started to get them, but here's the survivor. Here's one of the final survivors of the jam rolls.
The survivor. The surviving jam roll.
They ate them all.
I was gonna
Wow.
this one
For
right
a
here.
couple.
They are gone.
We're never buying Pop-Tarts again.
And you know exactly what went into this, right? See? That's awesome. All right, Alicia. I don't know. Are you able to show us yet?
Yes, I'm about to cut the jam roll.
Okay, cool. So I'm waiting so I can cut it with you.
Oh, okay. Let me just take out the foil.
Micah, how are you coming along? And Zaya, how are you guys coming along over there with your jam roll?
Okay, I'm ready to cut it now.
Okay.
Damn, bro. Okay, come on, let's go this way.
All right.
Okay.
Are you giving us your view?
Or
Did your other view go out?
Yeah, my tablet died. That's what I was using at first to show it. But I'll take it on my phone to show you.
Okay,
So since I cut mine out a little prematurely, it crumpled this time. So I'll show you guys. Okay, so you ready to cut it?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, let's cut it. Mine's just kind of choppy because it messed up.
That's okay. That means it's gonna be even better.
I'm just gonna cut it to like little like rectangles and some squares.
Okay.
And then there we go. You see how crispy it is? Look at that. You see it?
Yeah, that was good, Alicia. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like thinking about having this with some ice cream.
I know I always say this, but he definitely looks like he got it. It's the state legislature hired this group of psychologists, which appears to be just this guy done. To do some kind of operational balance and issues or just the layers of it. It's like for months now, this intersection of ridiculousness.
I'm gonna take this piece out.
American democracy, this whole thing is named essentially joining presidential elections.
Okay, I plated my jam roll. See? Ooh. Look at that. You see the jam? You know, I could put a little bit more jam because usually it's a little like the jam is a little thicker.
Yeah.
But it still tastes really good. This depends on what sugar you like.
So they want to know about cyber-ninja CFW and his own social media posts about the election.
Hey, Kennedy, it tastes better than a Pop-Tart.
You know what? I bought a little her entrance. They have these little branches. Okay. And so they're kind of melt. And so I think it was Sunday. I gave it to her and I had thought it was before like when I first went to school. Yeah. And she was actually
You guys, we're at the end. And look at our time. Micah, remember you asked if we were gonna get done by 6. And we sure are. You have your chips. And you got your jam roll. So good, great dessert. Super simple, right? Super simple. Yeah. Sweet. We're going next week. Do you guys know where we're going next week?
It
was really good.
Well, we are on our way. Micah, were you saying something? Were you about to say something? You know where we're going next week? Does anybody know where we're going next week? Okay, I'll just tell you. We're going to the Philippines. So it's gonna be so. We're gonna be making spring rolls with a pineapple coleslaw. So it's gonna be lovely and it's gonna be so good. So get ready for your spring rolling skills. So you know how a lot of times we go to the store and you go to a restaurant and you buy a spring roll. We're actually be making our own spring roll. So see, you won't go buy Pop-Tarts anymore. You can just be like, oh, we'll just make some jam rolls ahead of time. Right?
Right? People like this with coffee.
It would be so perfect with coffee. Perfect with coffee. Like I was saying, you can have it with you can eat it with like a dollop of ice cream, or if you have some whipped cream, you can put it on top, or you can even do like you can put more fruit on top of it, like how we did the strawberry. It's already sweet inside and the crispy, flaky crust. There's so many things you can do with it. You can add berries to, you could add like an assortment of berries, like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, or just some strawberries and just.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes. You guys are awesome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone did great. Can we log off?
Great job, Alicia. Good to have you back.